says, a Ferrari-powered SUV with incredible performance and looks that could kill. Admit it, you swipe right on that. KBB says, this is truly a sports car of SUVs. Motor Authority says, the Stelvio Quadrifoglio is so charming. Easily the most likable crossover SUV on the market. Not to mention, the most dynamically capable. And Car and Driver says, when you drive a Stelvio hard, you will love driving an SUV. And we can't recall ever saying such a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. What's good, guys? It's Ron's Rides, and that was my intro to our new, fresh on the lot as of about 10 minutes ago, 2019 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, done in beautiful metallic black with the Netto interior. Now, I wanted to let you guys know I'm at Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach as always, and I am very excited to bring this to you guys. Not one because it's a Stelvio Quadrifoglio, but also because it's our first 2019. Now, necessarily not much has changed for 2019, especially for these cars, but it's still nice to have some fresh inventory on the lot, and it's nice to have a new color in the Quadrifoglio. This is only our third Stelvio Quadrifoglio to ever hit the lot. We only got two for 2018. We got one in Misano blue, and we got one in Trofeo white. So to see it in black with black, oh, it looks so incredible, incredible. I mean, black, black, black. For the 2019 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, you're looking at a starting MSRP of $79,995 US. You're looking at a 2.9 liter twin turbo V6 with 505 horsepower and 443 foot-pounds of torque. With that, you're getting 17 city and 23 highway on your miles per gallon. Your curb weight of your Stelvio Quadrifoglio is going to be 4,360 pounds, and your dimensions will be 185 inches in length, 75 to 77 inches in width, and 66 inches in height. Now you're still looking at incredible power out of this 2.9 liter twin turbo V6. With that 0 to 60 at 3.6 seconds, you're getting your top speed of 176 miles per hour with this car. Still something amazing, still something that's incredible for an SUV, still makes it one of the fastest SUVs on the market. Now you're wondering what's new for 2019 for the Stelvios. Well, the Stelvio Quadrifoglio kind of gets shorthanded because it doesn't really get much new. I mean, the only thing they've really changed with all Stelvios is every single one of them come with Google Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, to where the first half of the 18 models did not. So now you're getting those in the 2019 models. You're also getting a rear-wheel drive Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Now, obviously, the Stelvio Quadrifoglio is going to be all-wheel drive, but you're going to get base model Stelvios, TIs, Sports, and Lusos that are available in rear-wheel drive, as opposed to them being the Q4 all-wheel drive that they were for 2018. Keep in mind, the Stelvio has only been out 1 calendar year, so they can't make crazy amount of changes yet. This thing is just starting to really spread its wings. So let's talk about the spec of this beautiful Stelvio Quadrifoglio that we have right in front of us. Metallic black paint. The metallic black paint is an extra $600 if you were to do it as an option. Look at that sparkle though. Looks phenomenal. You can get it on any of the Giulias or Stelvios as well. It's not specific to the Quadrifoglio. You do also have the Pirelli P0 tires. A lot of people like the Michelins. The Michelins are great. I'll go with the Pirelli P0s, and I'll be biased since I have them on my Ghibli. They work very well. These tires have the big 20-inch dark hole wheels, the drilled rotors, and the big yellow calipers with the monochrome center cap there with the Alfa Romeo insignia on it. It looks really good. You're looking at two 55/45 R20s for these right up front. If we go to the back, for these tires, you're looking at a little bit different. Two 85/40 R20 tires for the rear tires of the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. You still get the same beautiful yellow calipers with the dark hole wheels and the drilled rotors and the P0 tires. Good combo, you can't go wrong that way, right? You do have the window trim done in black as you would on a sport model Stelvio. Normally with base Stelvios, they'll come in chrome, and the sport models, they'll come in black. Your Quadrifoglio is in black as well. To go along with that black window trim, you do have the black roof rails up top, and you do also have the panoramic roof going all the way to the back, which is why you'll see the Quadrifoglios with a black shark fin antenna for the satellite radio, because of the fact that it has a panoramic roof. And anything with a panoramic roof, Stelvio or Giulia likes, will have the black shark fin antenna. Wonderful exhaust layout with the rear diffuser. Just give it a look from this angle. It's the night and day difference from the other Stelvios. This is definitely what makes it stand out from the rear, is that rear diffuser. The back of it, for the most part, looks the same, but that, when you go down and see it like that, that just looks glorious. Now you do have the honeycomb shaped grille here as well, and it's partially functional because this half here is actually all the way through, so you do get airflow throughout this way. Here on the sides, it is not functional, but you do have your sensors there as well, so it still does the trick, and it looks good while doing so. The cloverleaf. This is what makes the Quadrifoglio. A lot of history behind the cloverleaf, and it's definitely only on Alfa Romeo's top performing models. So it's something special. You do also have your vented hood for cooling on each side, and it also gives that nice aggressive look with the kind of, I want to say gills, the gills of the hood. It really looks like that for a fish with its gills on the side. The vents through there will give you your airflow. Looks really nice. That's a Quadrifoglio standard to come with those. No carbon fiber for the quads on the Stelvios. Giulia's will come with the carbon fiber, but not on the Stelvio, on anywhere on the exterior, only on the interior. In the interior of the Stelvio quad, you have the exact same interior that we have on our Misano Blue model. Everything done in black. Your Alcantara done in black, your leather all done in black, your carbon fiber, and then you have your aluminum trim with it. I mean, it's pretty simple and pretty to the point. I definitely understand why we did the black with this one and the Misano Blue. Just keep it really base and really kind of to the point. Not like, everybody doesn't like red, unfortunately. So, you know, we have red or we have anything else. It's just, it's hit or miss. So this one is more to suit all crowds. I definitely like how they did the black. It's super simple, super to the point, but it does have very nice touch materials here. Like I said, your carbon fiber in the door with your aluminum Harman Kardon upgraded sound system speaker there. You have your leather right here on the arm piece. You do have along the dash leather with the stitching going across, the carbon fiber here as well. Then your steering wheel, definitely used to an Alcantara steering wheel. So, you know, with most Quadrifoglio models, you'll have that steering wheel. This one is done in all leather. Radio button here on the controls to turn up and down the volume, change the tracks, and then you have your voice commands and your telephone there. So you can do your voiceless call, or your voiceless calling. I don't know how you can call without a voice. Your hands-free calling there, and your voice commands there. The Alfa also has safety features like the driver assistance package, as you can see right here. You do have your cruise control, your hill descent. Another reason you'll know you have a driver assistance package is your lane departure warning here that you can turn on and off. You'll see the little car at the very top in the center. If I were to turn it off, then that would disappear there. I'll also have stuff like your blind spot detection. You'll notice that by looking in the rear view mirror, and the side mirror does have a triangle there. Can you see it? Can you see it all the way to the left-hand corner? Right there, yep, that's the triangle. Good way to tell right off the bat if you're looking at these cars and they're not equipped with them. That's a good way to tell right there. You do have the heated seats, so you have your heated seat function for the driver's side, for the passenger side there, and you have your heated steering wheel function as well. quick easy buttons to get those rolling. Now as always, you have your drive selectors here. Your A for advanced efficiency will be in green, your N for natural mode, your D for dynamic, and your race for race. And you see when you turn on race, you can do the dampers there, you can do your mid damper to be active. So it's just a good way to adjust your suspension right there on the fly. You do have your toggle here for your radio infotainment system, everything there, and then a specific button for your radio itself. Your quick option, your quick menu, and your electric parking brake there. You do have your AC controls here, USB with the 12 volt, and cup holders, no cup holders. You can do the nice carbon fiber door to cover those up. With that, you also have that 8.8-inch screen for the infotainment system that we've seen before. This is Alfa system, so it doesn't borrow anything from anybody as far as technology goes. So it's a super simple system. You guys have probably seen it many times in videos, if not my own videos. So if you want to check that out, definitely go check those videos out. Right now we're in dynamic mode. You do see the red light there. If I were to change it into race mode, you'll see race mode is on, best experience with the shifter and manual, and you'll see that there in yellow. You do have right there, your traction is off. Also, your driver assistance is off as well. I really like the mechanical dials. I know a lot of people go to the more digital dials. I really like needles. I really like the old style. I mean, again, it takes away from the character of the car. Now our Stelvio is fitted with the comfort seats, and these are the comfort bucket seats that you get standard in the Quadrifoglio models. You can option them out with the carbon bucket seats, and they are $3,500 for the Stelvio, $2,700 for the Giulia, and that is the carbon fiber bucket racing seats. The comfort seats do the job just as well. You even get a little extra thigh support by holding this trigger here and putting that out for the extension. You get that thigh support and you can just put it right back in the same way. You do underneath have your aluminum pedals, which I like these. They aren't rounded off, they're kind of sharp. I really like how this aggressive sharp to it, you know, like a sharp angle. The styling is really cool in my opinion. And then you got a little clover leaf hiding on the door sill there, just to remind you what you're driving. An immensely large panoramic roof that goes all the way back that way. A lot of natural light you can add to this car. And you know, I always say, when I'm in Florida, obviously I want the sun here and I want to illuminate my beautiful interior that I enjoy so much. But if not, we can close everything up by using the buttons here. So now we're all closed up. Now that vent shade doesn't prevent every little bit of heat from coming in. You still get some heat because it is a cloth material, okay? Some people don't like that as much, but this is pretty much to stop heat from coming into the vehicle and really just roasting the inside of this black interior. Now, as far as practicality goes, one thing the Alfa struggles with is visibility. The Stelvio doesn't have much of it, and it is meant to sit 5 people comfortably. So imagine if I had 3 bodies in the rear here in these rear seats. Not much room here. Now with it being an SUV, it's going to be a little bit larger than a sedan, right? So you're going to want to be able to move it around safely, move it around comfortably, and feel confident when doing so. The visibility on these aren't the greatest, and the side view mirrors don't really make up for it as much, or make up for the lack of visibility. They're not the biggest mirrors in the world. I mean, you can see out of them, yes. You can see, and you have the blind spot on this one, and you know, you have your driver assistance to help you out. But is this a game killer for some of you guys? Would you not buy an SUV because of visibility? That's a real thing, especially people who are really relying on safety. They're gonna be able to see if they can move around safely. What do you guys think? Speaking of the rear, we're gonna hop in here. You still get your Alcantara, you still get your leather, you still get your carbon fiber and aluminum. So good job there, Alfa. I'm 5'11", so I have decent space as far as the driving position would be for the driver that's driving right up here in front of me. So if somebody was in that position, which is probably pretty normal. I would still have a little bit leg room. Now, if you get to the 6'2" range, maybe 6'3" range, you might find your legs getting a little closer to the back. Then you might want to test it out and see what you think. But seeing me here and seeing my head here, like I said, I'm 5'11". I have tons of head space. You know, you're not gonna get too much taller than here in the back. So I think you could do okay if you needed to. But what you would worry about more is your leg space and where the driver would be feeling comfortably driving. You do have a nice little net here for stowage. Nothing else in the back really. If you really want something done up in the back, you have to get the carbon bucket racing seats. You do have your AC controls here. And these are really cool because they're like the fighter jets. You know, you turn them to close them or turn them to open them. I think it's a really cool design. And you have 2 USB ports right down here, also with a little storage pocket. You can put a cell phone in and charge it at the same time here. It's big enough for the big cell phones we have these days, but not big enough for a tablet. So you're gonna have to hold on to that, or maybe set it on your armrest here. But then, you know, you kind of want your cup holders here, so you might not want to set it where there's liquids. There's a couple of different things you could do, but it just depends on you. But yeah, your USB ports are not back here or in, you know, anywhere where the cup holder is. They are under the vents here, just in case anybody was looking for them, and a little bit of extra storage as well. Now, do all 3 seats fold down on the Stelvio Quadrifoglio? But of course, if you want your middle seat to fold down, you're gonna pull this tab here. There we go. Middle feed, good for golf clubs if you want to put them vertically. If you want to do them horizontally, you can fit them horizontally in the back as well. But vertically, straight up and down, you can feed them through there. Now you can also fold down the seats here as well using that there. And you can do it from the rear as well, but I'm showing you from the back seat. Fold her down flat, okay? And then let's go to the other side and do the same. Now, I did do a video specifically on folding down the rear seats for the Stelvio and Giulia, if you guys want to check that out as well. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Pull that, pull down, and that is in the way. So let's do another thing here. We will move up the seat, and it fell itself. So now you'll see it's flat down there, and we have all 3 seats folded down. Let's go to the back and see what kind of space we have. And you're going to either use the key fob, or you're going to press on the left-hand side of the insignia here and let it lift up. Now, this does have the cargo package, so the cargo package will give you those rails and your cargo net to be able to tie down any luggage you may need. So you'll have 4 points to hook to these hooks here, and anything you put in the center, it will be pressing down and putting pressure on whatever cargo you put there. You'll see the cargo net right over there. You'll also see that your battery is tucked away under there as well. I'll pull that out in just a second. I want to make sure we have all the space we need. Those little flaps are up, so apologize about that, guys. But yeah, you have tons of space going all the way back here. 55.6 cubic feet to be exact. And you do have your privacy shade here that you can tuck away like that, and now you even have more space, you know, going up and down as well. So I mean, it doesn't even look like anything's back here. I mean, this bar can be removed as well, so don't worry about space when you're talking about the Stelvio Quad. Now, I did want to show you guys that Alfa doesn't mess around, and right in this section here, I got my Alfa Romeo tire inflate kit with a nice set of gloves, because if you're driving an Alfa Romeo and doing your own work on the side of the road, hopefully not, you will not want to get your hands dirty, get your car dirty, and you want to look good doing it. So your tire inflate kit is right here to get you by. Nice little setup. It's just something a little extra to add in the vehicles. Maserati does so as well. And then I did tell you I was going to show you that the battery is underneath this car, or SUV shall I say, does have 50-50 weight distribution. Part of that is the battery being located in the rear of the vehicle. Now, don't think we weren't gonna go for a drive to hear this beautiful quad-tipped exhaust, right? Let's go. All right, listen guys, this is one of those videos to where I don't need to say much about the car. Obviously you guys know about the Stelvio Quadrifoglio by now. you just enjoy the beautiful experience that comes from driving this thing. Manual mode dynamic, you're gonna get those open valves at 3,000 RPMs. Race mode, automatically, but race mode turns off all your driver assistance, all your safety. So right now we're in regular drive dynamic, but if I kick it up and I go into manual, this thing flies, it shifts, it's fast. Now I started off in 5th gear, okay? So disregard that I was already in 5th gear when I moved from drive to manual mode dynamic, but let's go for it in actual dynamic, starting from 1st gear. You hear those pops? You hear that it kicks up? Holy crap. I just want to give you guys some of this experience. It's the same as this Giulia Quadrifoglio, it's just in an SUV. That's what I have to say about it. It does not feel like an SUV whatsoever. I step on that pedal and I'm jolted back into my seat and I hit that upshift. And I'm just making so much noise, it's obnoxious. And that's just in normal mode, guys. That's just in normal mode. Let's try it in race and see a little bit of what you guys think about it in a race. Like I said, don't want to beat up on it too much. You know, we definitely want to experience the vehicle, but we want to respect it as well. So with race mode, like I said, it turns off everything. Valves open up right away. We're moving into manual mode. Manual race, you hear it. You get the nice little red race indicator. I'm barely stepping on the pedal and I can just hear the exhaust burbling. So we're just gonna do a couple quick pulls in race. Like I said, respect race mode. Even though this is all-wheel drive, it turns off a lot of things when you go into race mode. So you have to treat it like it is. You have to respect it, and if you respect it, then it will respect you, you know, with most cars. If you treat it how you should in the modes you do, drive it in, it will turn out for you. So let's do a couple of race modes pulls. Here we go. Much more aggressive, much quicker on the RPMs. That thing just shoots up. And the downshifts, they snap, crackle, and pop too. There's just nothing I can say that hasn't already been said about this car. I figured I'd do an in-car view because you guys would give me crap if I didn't. That's it. I'll let you hear the rest from the exhaust point of view, but that's it. This thing is incredible. It's not an SUV, it's a monster. So guys, after hearing all this information, why would you buy a Stelvio Quadrifoglio? I mean, other than the reasons that it's fun to drive, the power and acceleration, the styling, the price point, and the prestige. I mean, a couple other reasons, right? There's got to be something else. Well, one of those things could be bragging rights. And I know that sounds like such a cocky, egotistical thing to say. But guys, this is still one of the world's fastest SUVs on the market. Now, Lamborghini has the Urus. And the Urus is something to be reckoned with. It is a great competitor. It's also an extra, what do you say, $200,000 more. So at this price point, it's still one of the best and fastest SUVs in the game. It still has that infamous Nürburgring lap time of 751.7. That's faster than the Porsche Cayenne Turbo S, the Porsche Cayenne Turbo, the Range Rover Sport, and the Range Rover Sport SVR. It also has a faster 0 to 60 time at 3.6 seconds than the Audi RS7, the Porsche 911 GT3 manual, the Mercedes-Benz AMG S65 Coupe, and the BMW M6 Grand Coupe. Those are sedans and coupes. Okay, those are not cars that you put an SUV against. And I said sedans and coupes, but they're all coupes. It still has more horsepower than some of these coupes as well. 505 horsepower, which is more horsepower than the Aston Martin DB11, than the Porsche 911 GT3, and then the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Coupe. And then you're talking about better power to weight ratio than the Jaguar F-Type 400 Sport Coupe, the Porsche 911 Carrera, and the BMW i8. As always, let's take a look at the sticker for the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio for 2019. You're looking at an all-wheel drive in this model. You do have a base price of $79,995, as I mentioned earlier. After options, you're looking at a total MSRP of $86,040 US. Your basic warranty, 4 years, 50,000 mile, bumper to bumper. That's powertrain there, roadside assistance. Certain restrictions may apply. Now, let's talk about what we have here in this vehicle. So you're looking at the Volcano Black metallic exterior paint, the black interior color, the leather and Alcantara seats, and a 2.9 liter 505 horsepower twin turbocharged V6 engine with the 8-speed automatic transmission, and that is a ZF transmission. These are your options, standard equipment that comes for the car. Let's see what you guys think of those. Always feel free to pause the video so you can see any specific options that I ran over. And now we're going to the optional equipment. Stuff like that metallic paint that I talked about, $600. The driver assistance dynamic package, which is $1,200. Convenience package, which is $200. The dual pane sunroof, $1,350 for that. Then you got stuff like the gloss black roof rails, the 20-inch dark hole wheels, color brake calipers, and the gloss yellow brake calipers with the script. And with your destination charge there, that's what you come out to. Your fuel economy, this is premium fuel for this vehicle, so keep that in mind with your 17 city miles per gallon and your 23 highway miles per gallon, with a combined city and highway of 19. You also have 5.3 gallons per 100 miles. Annual fuel costs, it's going to be looking around there. 5 years, about there. Now here we are. By Z9 headlights with the LED daytime running lights. Do have your turn indicator on, just so you can see how that looks. Has a ton of road presence with those big sharp LED running lights. Love the way those look. You can't mistake an Alfa on the road if you look at those. Super sharp LED tail lamps. A lot more aggressive in the front with the headlights, but these still look really clean. I do like how it looks in the black. Red against black always looks phenomenal, whether it be calipers, whether it be trim along your wheels, whether it be some kind of accent color, it always looks good. And with that rear diffuser, that's just a combination you can't beat. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video on the 2019 Stelvio Quadrifoglio. You know I did a video on the 2018. Not much has changed here. This was just an excuse to get it back on camera, an excuse for me to get inside and drive it, experience it, and get it out here for you guys to see. I want to know, would you guys take the Stelvio Quadrifoglio over a Lamborghini Urus? Say there's no cost at hand, you just can pick one. You know, because I know there's a big price difference. Which one would you take? Lamborghini Urus, that SUV, or the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio? I'm definitely curious to see what you guys have to say about that one. Drop the comment down below, because you guys know I'm always responding to all the comments, so I'm always interacting with you guys. And you guys have some good conversations to point out in there, so I definitely like to talk with you. If you definitely want to get into this vehicle, you know I have my number right here. Okay, I have it also in the description with a landing page for the website to go to inquire on this specific car. Or if you want to see the specials that the dealership's running for me, then go check those out too, and we can work those out. You can come, you can see the vehicles, you can drive them. You can just come talk about vehicles. I like to connect with you guys, so I'm doing more outlets to be able to do so. And if you guys want to buy a vehicle, we normally ship them for $700, $800 nationwide. So definitely come check those out. Also in the links down below, I got my social media, got my Patreon account, all that good stuff. You never know what you'll find, so definitely go check that out. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Thank you so much for the support on the channel. Hopefully you guys like this one. If so, I'll see you in the next one. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. We're gonna get this rocking. We're gonna have a good year to come. You guys take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.